mean?
And she reaches behind her again, and she takes out something, and Athena recognizes it right away. The thing she pulls out is a mask, a black dragon mask.
Oh, baby.
You're part of the dragon cult.
She kind of like gives her a very like a look that just says like, really?
What? I'm stating the obvious.
Oh yes, I know you're stating the obvious.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Just not the obvious. Look, that doesn't matter.
Does everybody know in this kingdom that you're part of the dragon cult?
Of course not.
What would happen if they found out?
What? You think they'd do anything?
I don't know. Maybe with a whole army of dwarves and an Ant-Man and a knight and a few other allies that I'm sure we could get, and a freaking ice-breathing dragon? Maybe. Well, actually, 2 ice-breathing dragon. Well, anyway. I mean, yeah, they might rebel.
Well, now we're gonna get our asses kicked.
And she does she puts the knife away from Athena's neck just for the second because she starts laughing. You really don't know what powers you are trying to mess with. If something like an army, such as that, could stop me, I would have been stopped a long time ago.
The joke's
You've
about
only
to
been
be on
out
her.
for, what, 5 years?
And it will be longer. It will be far longer. Now, I suggest, and she like raises her one finger, and the floor under them seems to shift, and the boards of wood begin to come up out of the ground, and they swirl around Athena, trapping her. You stay here and do exactly what I say.
Right. What is this, magic proof?
Just try. Try and melt it.
I don't recommend you do that.
Yeah, but it's Athena.
You don't know me, apparently.
And you don't know me.
Yeah. Who said who said I was thinking about melting it?
Then what will Athena do? I'm just gonna ask that. What does she want to
I'm
do?
contemplating teleport.
I mean, yeah, it uses a crap ton of magic, though.
I know.
I mean, I guess you've already, like, hyped us up and all that. Maybe you could, like, just say, like, I don't know, give them 5 more minutes to show up.
Yeah, do that whole thing where it's like, they'll be here. You'll be gone in the next 5 minutes, and then she says, well then, and then she just like sits back in her chair. I guess we'll see.
Anyway, you don't. Yes, I'm not a pampered princess like, you might think I am.
I just am.
I play the role pretty well, but The thing is, you don't. What have you been keeping an eye on us?
I haven't. However, we have many cultists around.
Would you happen to know anybody named Luna? What'd you say?
Would you happen to know anybody named Bordred?
I said Luna.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
I
she
know.
said. And the reason I didn't immediately reply is, I'm gonna be honest, all these characters, I had to think back to who Luna was for a second, and then you said Bordred, and I was like, oh, that's right. Listen, man, I gotta make up all this stuff on the fly and write it down. Anyway, why, of course I know them.
Well, who's Luna? Since I'm stuck in here.
She's one of the generals. She's met you all multiple times.
What? Multiple times? I only remember. What?
Well, yeah. I wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah. No. Yep. Nope. Never mind. Yep. Nope. I remember. Never mind.
I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this actually play out. By the way, I'm keeping that in.
Wait.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did.
Thank you,
But I have a few other questions since I'm just stuck in here. I mean, it's not like I can do anything. It's not like I can do anything since I'm stuck in here.
This really feels like Athena's trying to build up to not being stuck in there by saying, well, I mean, I am.
No, I have a different idea of what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Can we call back to the SpongeBob movie for this?
Oh, God.
So you think I'm stalling? Anyway.
God.
Okay, since I'm stuck.
Ludricia, she does sit back down in her chair. Ask away.
That's over there. There's holes in them. What is this kid on the shirt?
Actually, what?
No, she said ask away.
Oh, she said actually. Okay. Okay. My mother. Do you know who she was?
Your mother. Oh!
She was a bitch!
You mean the third queen?
Sure. I'll pretend I know what that means.
I've heard of her, though I've never met her before.
Wait. Are you saying that I have royalty blood from both sides?
Correct, which is why you are a problem.
Thank you. I've always been wanting to be called a problem.
It's not like she's never been called a problem before.
He has no royal blood. The queen has no royal blood. She's just a tyrant.
She's just a bitch.
Yeah.
So.
I know she isn't a lich, but she's a lich bitch.
She's the third queen.
She ain't a lich, but she's certainly a bitch.
Yeah.
So she's the third queen of what exactly?
Of this kingdom.
Wasn't it called like Valencia or something?
Florencia.
Florencia.
Hold up. So you mean to tell me that my dad had an affair with the queen?
Correct.
Of the Elven Kingdom.
Yeah.
But he said he executed her. for having a girl.
They executed her. Our spies never said anything about that.
So, my dad lied to me? Which isn't a surprise. Or you're lying to me. Either one. But what do you
Either
know?
one wouldn't be.
The status of the third queen has been unstated for a long time. We know she left the kingdom to go with that man, but we...
That man is my father. So I am the only one
thought-
that's allowed to talk trash about him, thanks.
I thought you didn't like him.
Yeah, she just said that
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can say
Not
bad
like
stuff
him.
about him, thanks.
I'm the only one who can call him Fantasy Hitler. Although you're kind of taking the cake.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which one's the fantasy Hitler here?
He's more like the Fantasy Stalin.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, I'll get the fantasy Putin soon.
Constantly re-elects himself.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah. Does Athena just say do that for no
Yes. She's bored.
And-
She's waiting for an answer. Athena.
Well, you didn't ask anything. She just said that,
She wants
She
more
just-
details. And she's waiting.
she doesn't have any more. She's not talking, like, you didn't say more details.
More details.
You don't have any more details. If you say she got executed, then as far as we are concerned, she has been executed.
So what are you, the fifth queen?
Correct.
So what do you do with the first? The fourth.
Well, I think you could imagine. She
What?
kind of like takes out her dagger, starts like waving it around near Athena's face, trying to get the point across.
Wait, what did I just miss?
I'll tell you. It's not really important, but I'll tell you later. So
Man, I'm proud of Athena. She's not siding with literal fucking Fantasy Hitler.
So, Queen, if you can really. So, what's your royal blood status?
She doesn't have one.
Royal blood status.
Kill her.
Why? I have no royal blood.
At least not in me.
Yeah, well, she did do like air quote, like she did the finger thing for air quotes when she said blood.
Now, on me, maybe.
Yeah, you definitely have royal blood on your hands, though. Or maybe
You
on
should
that
definitely
precious
go wash
dagger.
those, like, right now.
So, Queen. Let's see. What are you gonna do with the barrelopes?
Well, I have been wanting to make some new rugs for the castle.
Don't even.
Why? They're violent creatures.
And have you met you?
There's no harm. What?
No harm.
Who will miss them?
They're. Can't you just live with ruling your own kingdom? Why do you have to have all this power?
Where's the fun in that?
You don't have to have fun and power. You know, most of the time, power isn't.
If life isn't fun, then life isn't worth living.
Okay, well then I guess you should die.
I guess you should go fucking kill yourself.
Oh, I don't think you understand. I'm having plenty fun.
Oh.
By the way, your friends have arrived.
Leave them alone. You have me, just leave them alone.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything. She snaps her fingers. And, again, no one was in the castle, but Athena, because they're by a window, Athena looks out, and she sees a large, it looks like everyone in the town rushing out towards something.
No, no, no.
And what are you going to do about it?
All right, Athena wants to teleport.
Okay. Where does she want to teleport?
She's gonna teleport to She wants to teleport to the edge of the forest.
The edge of the forest.
Where she
before she entered the village?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a place where I can visualize, so I can. Okay, I want to teleport into the middle of the group, in the middle, of the.
Well, to be fair, anything out of the position you're in would be better. So even in that inn that you were at would probably be a better place than, captured. Now, of course, I don't know. And also, the inn doesn't really exist anymore. I mean, it's more of an out. But
I mean, it's still there.
Yeah.
It wasn't destroyed.
I want to teleport, I just want to teleport, in the middle of the crowd.
Okay. So she's gonna have to verbally say. I'm just gonna say it's 200 feet. Because it said straight or below or above, something like that. So I guess the way you're sitting, your back is facing the window. So I guess you'd have to say 200 feet backwards.
200 feet backwards.
And she vanishes from the chair. And Ludurcia doesn't seem bothered by this. She gets up out of her own chair and starts leisurely walking towards her throne room. And now we cut back to the other group who just appear.
Holy fuck! I am never going to get used to that.
What was that?
Teleportation. You're welcome.
Is this the capital of Florencia?
Well, there isn't really a capital, but yes, this is Florencia.
Okay. God, I feel so fucking weird.
And Gander looks. Also, if you want some to know what happened to Nigel, what happened is due to the teleportation and just how much he drank already. He's already he already threw up and passed out on the ground. He practically looks dead. I'm gonna be honest. He looks like how he did when he got run over at the very beginning.
This is 6 more toes than I'm used to having. Shit.
Lashana or Mariella, is it normal for a large crowd of people to welcome others here?
That would be negative, but I'm assuming Athena did something and now my sister's coming to send a crowd to kill us.
What?
Oh boy.
We're probably about to die.
What? We just got here!
And Athena, they don't know this, but she's using an enhanced vision spell to see ahead, and as she does, her eyes widen. That's not an army. That's the entire kingdom.
Yeah, not
What do you
surprised.
mean?
Not surprised.
She sent everybody.
Not surprised.
She
She's always
sent
been around.
housewives, she sent old men, children, they're all coming with weapons.
Not surprised. She's always been a drunk queen.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Exactly what you said. It's bullshit.
Okay.
So these are innocent people.
We can't fucking kill them.
Nope.
But then what do we do? And the dwarves are they're kind of they're trying to think. Perhaps if we can't get through them, we should go over them.
That may work. Except she'll probably just send something else at us through the air.
But how do we go over them?
Turn,
Witch, could you turn the dragon back to normal? Yeah, I guess the whole elf thing doesn't really matter if they're already trying to kill us.
Yeah, no, please.
She reverts the spell, so we all turn back to normal.
Holy shit!
I'm
Yeah.
And,
I've been.
The dwarves are thinking, and then Curtis, he goes up to Ishtar. Ishtar, I need you to stand as tall as you can. And Ishtar does this, and he kind of like waves for our main group. Get in the sling, or like the bed that was made out of the webs.
All right, you don't have to ask me twice.
And they all pile in, and Curtis he takes a deep breath. Dacius, I'm not sure how these people feel or what's going on, but with my plan, we dwarves and gnomes will be left behind.
Just don't get.
Apologies, dwarves, but you probably won't be the only ones to die.
All right. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll do my best. And even if I do, he takes out a bottle, and he guzzles it down. I'll die a happy man.
Probably won't.
That's fucking Redbeard. All right, let's go.
And all the dwarves grab onto the web sling, and they start pulling back. And the elves are like slowly but surely getting closer.
Can
All
I?
right, men, heave ho! And they let go, and they all get shot across the field, across the kingdom.
I just let them put him in the sling.
Yeah, Nigel. Yeah, Nigel was put in there.
Okay.
He's still like completely knocked out, but yeah. So we're all.
So where is Xander in reality?
I just thought
I
of
don't
something
know.
I could try on at least one person.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Well, if I ever run into just one person, I want to try Dispel Curse and see if that does anything. Because I know I have.
I was hoping you'd say that. I was hoping you'd say that.
Are you gonna try and fuck me over or something?
No.
I was hoping.
I know that was the most unconvincing no you've probably ever
Yeah.
heard. That was a genuine no. I'm not going to try to screw you over, but I
can't-
was hoping you would say you want to try to use Dispel Curse.
Yeah, but I don't think I can use it on everyone. So,
That was the box I found again.
So like the group is flying. They fly over the entire crowd of elves, and the elves are kind of like looking up at them, like, what?
We gotta keep the bottom shelf clean.
We have.
All right. How do we land?
What do you have on your bottom?
I don't think the elves thought of that.
Don't mess with
Yeah, like I thought.
Okay.
And this shelf, and then
I could use fly on everybody, but I need to keep my magic just in case we run into Ifrit.
Max, I've got my scrapbook. I've got all my stuff.
I just had the most fucking stupid idea in the world.
Then tell me, man.
What if I put fly on my backpack and started grabbing onto everyone?
I mean, you could. I think you can do that. Let me look. I need to see if you can, if you're able to make just objects fly, which I think you can. But if you can, I mean, like, nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, because I have a whole fucking, like, wing worth of feathers.
Yeah, you do. Remember that? Yes. Everything is building up to this moment. This final encounter is bringing everything together.
Yes.
My shoes are gonna hang up there.
Like,
or put them in a hamper and set your hamper.
I am very excited for this, and it sucks that Xander can't be here.
Yeah.
That's Dixie.
I know, he really does. I was kind of hoping he was here.
There's the Finger of Death spell. I remember that one. that one's gonna be the best one. You can just flip off enemies and they'll die.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be an excellent thing to have now when we meet the queen?
Yeah.
Uses all of Dacius's magic, but he just flips her off and she dies.
He flips her off, falls back, and then she just has like a heart attack.
I ate already.
God.
How many?
Oh well.
It
won't work on your backpack, but you could touch, like, I'm just throwing things. You could touch Gander, who is the strongest physically, and he could try to grab everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, can you roll a 1d20 for dexterity to see
Good
if
Lord.
you can touch him?
Roll it!
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. So, Dacius quickly goes over to Gander and touches him and uses fly. And Gander, he stops falling. And you see he's floating in the air.
She's less likely to try.
Gander, grab everyone! Hurry!
Goldie! And he flies around and he tries to grab everybody. And this is going to be a strength check to see if he can hold.
She's got baby teeth.
His strength is like super high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because we need that inspiration.
Can you get Mom?
So Gander grabs everybody.
I know.
Well, like he grabs. Yeah, he grabs everybody, but like they make kind of like a ladder of themselves, and then he flies them down, and they land right in front of the palace, the giant castle. And Mariella, she tightens her grip on her staff. Ifrit's in there.
All right. Can Dacius just start walking up?
Yeah. And he walks up and he opens the door, and they open with a creak, and but as right before they're about to go in, they hear something screaming from behind, and they turn and look. To their shock and also their annoyance, they see Athena running up towards them.
I guess it's time.
Audrey, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she muted.
Yeah.
Okay, go, run.
What?
Fly, go. Go to the Capitol.
We're not going to the Capitol.
Gander, you have to.
I will not.
Gander, you don't understand. Go. I have it here. You need to go to the Capitol and stop.
You have what?
Side. Dacius. Is there a way that Athena can throw Dacius the pickled thingy?
Yes.
She's gonna try to throw it to him.
Okay, I guess roll 1d20.
Okay, Tessa's busy. Can one of you roll it for me?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I would get it. Okay, why do you need your old calendar? Okay. Put it somewhere else that she can't reach.
So she tosses him the pickled
okay for now.
tentacle,
Okay.
and he does catch it. And he's very confused.
It's a freaking pickled tentacle. Go to the Capitol.
Why?
Dacius, I have it here. You need to go. Mariella, you please take Ifrit later.
And Mariella doesn't talk. She's had her. In fact, they haven't really been seeing what she's been doing. And Dacius and Gander see what she's doing. They know what she's doing. She was drawing symbols on the ground like she did before. And when it seemed like she was done, she twirled her staff in her hand, slammed it on the ground. And as she did, to Gander, Dacius, and Lashana's perspective, Athena and Mariella vanished. Just instantly. They're just gone. However, to Athena's perspective, nothing happened to her or Mariella, but the world around them completely changed.
Mariella?
And she takes her staff and she holds it out to her side. And as she does this, Athena's vision blurs for just a moment. And as it does, the silver-haired girl Margaret is shown instead of Mariella before returning back. And Ifrit, who has been quiet for quite a while, finally pipes in. You.
Ifrit, no. Please, I need whatever remainder of magic I have. Please, not yet.
She is the one who made me like this.
I don't care, Ifrit. Later. Mary, whatever you want to go by. Later.
And Mariella lunges at Athena. So what does Athena want to do? Does she want to attack? Does she want to dodge?
She wants to dodge.
Okay. I will roll to see if she dodges.
It's gonna be an epic fucking fight sequence.
I do not want to fight Mariella.
Wow.
I would.
Yeah.
So Mariella, as she dashes, it looked like she was trying to hit Athena with her staff, but Athena did dodge out of the way. But Mariella does not stop her assault. She continues trying to hit her. And Athena does continue to dodge as she's saying this.
Mariella, look. You can have Dacius put me in that freaking thing later. Whatever he's gonna use that pickle tentacle for. But not yet. We need to stop this war. Then you can take Ifrit.
And she's still not stopping. In fact, she stops her assault, and she holds out her staff and it starts to glow a blue glow before firing ice.
God.
Wait, okay, she said Ifrit.
Ifrit, how do I calm her?
I don't know how to calm her. You know, there's one thing. There's one thing that I'm waiting for, Gavin's been waiting for, and Mariella is waiting for to have her stop. But I know you don't know what it is.
No, I don't.
Do you want to roll a wisdom? Well, okay, first we have to see if you dodge this. Which I will roll for you again. See if you dodge this. Because this battle's different because you don't want to fight. So, Athena is hit with the ice blast. This ice is different than Ray of Frost. It was a solid piece of ice, but as it struck her, ice formed around it, encasing all of her body except for her head.
I want to roll with.
You want to what?
Roll a wisdom check.
Okay. Okay. A wisdom.
I'm letting you roll because every time I do it goes terribly.
Oh.
What I get?
Your wisdom. Well, your roll wasn't that high, but your wisdom is good.
Yeah.
So let me play out this scene.
Crowley.
As it looks like Mariella is about to fire another attack, and Athena's scared. Athena's scared because not only is this war going on and everything, not only will the other group possibly die because they don't know about the queen, but her life as well might end right here. However, she tries going through everything she can think of to try to calm Athena. And she's thought of everything that she tried to do to calm Dacius. None of it worked. Giving out a gift, telling them that she will take punishment. None of that's worked. And then she realizes something. There's been one thing she has never done her whole time she has been with the group. The one thing she's never actually done is apologize for her mistakes.
Mariella, I know what I did was wrong, but please, I'll do anything to make it up. I'm sorry.
And as she says those words, Mariella does lower her staff. She taps it on the ground, and that strange world disappears. And as it does, so does the ice around Athena's body. Fine. You can't be under complete control if you're still able to say that. But I think they need to hear it more than I do.
Believe me, I'm going to fix my mistakes.
No, she points to Dacius and Gander and Lashana, who they didn't leave. Strangely enough, it didn't seem like time had passed.
What'd you do?
Just tell them what you told me.
Okay. Gander, Dacius, Lashana, Believe me, I know what I did was wrong, and I'll do whatever I can to make it up. But no, I'm sorry, and I'm here, and I'm trying to fix it. I don't expect all of you to forgive me like that, but no, I'm trying.
And I want to just sort of look at the pickled tentacle.
He does, and and as he looks at it, he has two choices. Dacius knows he has two choices. He could A, have that as, seeing as that is a gift she gave him. Seeing how she has just said sorry, he could, at least for the moment, forgive her and maybe hear her out. Or, due to everything she's done, all the actual bloodshed she has caused, he could use it and put her in that void, possibly forever. She would never hurt anyone ever again.
Well, that's a big choice.
That is a big choice.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why were you here?
Dacius, the Queen. I needed to find information.
So you talked to my sister? The psychopath?
She's psycho.
Oh, I knew that already.
She's part of the dragon.
Not surprised.
What's wrong with those people?
I don't know. Whenever I was talking to her, I told her that the Barrelopes were coming to attack. And and then she said that the rest of the people would come fight. But before that, Leo was here. Something was wrong. I don't know what was. It wasn't him. I thought he was dead. And there's so much. But Dacius, first, we need to go to the capital. Or you do. I will be there. If you do not want me along, I will be there on my own turn. But
where's the Queen?
In the kingdom. I think she went
in the kingdom. Yeah, where?
I mean, in the castle.
She's on the front.
You're right. That is where she is.
She's
on her throne.
Yeah.
She's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Definitely wasn't the throne I was thinking of. The porcelain throne.
Yeah.
Bringing up John
Anyway, I think she's in the castle.
If you'll wait like 3 seconds.
She should be in the castle.
You say she's part of the dragon cult.
Yes, I do.
He looks over at Dacius, Mariella.
She showed me the mask.
I'm sure she did.
No, I know. I'm getting water to put in the fridge. Continuing.
If what she says is true, you know what we have to do.
Even if it wasn't, we still have to convince the Queen to step out of the war. Both parties have to agree.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna say right now, because there is going to be an interesting thing that could happen depending on how eager everyone is. I'm just gonna say eager. I think eager is the best word. there could be a very large split to this. There could be something good, or there could be something not as good.
I don't know, but I want to front. What's her face?
Your sister?
All right.
Yeah, I want to go confront my sister.
Gander, Lashana, if you can confirm what she's saying, that'd be great.
She had a mask.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm sorry, Athena. We can't trust you. We'll have to see it for ourselves.
But Gander,
Wickedly powerful.
Yeah.
listen. I'm going to go back and I'm going to help those dwarves. Because
And
I'm not leaving anyone behind.
and
No.
and Mariella, she looks over at Dacius. I'm going too. I was friends with Shiva.
All right then.
Yeah.
It's fucking showtime.
And then they started walking. They started going off, and Gander kind of salutes to Dacius and Mariella.
And I want Dacius to fucking salute back.
And then Gander turns. Come on, Lashana.
Let's go!
I love this because this has been Lashana's goal the entire story, and she finally gets to do it.
Lashana,
Though-
be careful.
Though
My
she,
sister, I know.
well, okay. So here's the thing: what does Athena want to do?
Athena is going to...
Will she help Dacius? Will she help Gander? Or will she help nobody?
It's really hard, though.
I know. That's why I'm giving you these choices.
I know, but, like, it would seem like who I want to help, and then who I really don't want to help
Who-
either. I kind of want to go to the Capitol.
Well, then go to the Capitol. You have that choice.
All right,
I won't restrict you.
but I don't have a way to get there.
That's true. So then, try to think of it from Athena's perspective here. So you're right. She doesn't have a way to get to them now, but they, like the group has something that could get her there.
True.
Ishtar. So if she helped out one of the groups, and so that they could get Ishtar back,
Right.
then she could use him.
All right, I'm gonna go follow Daisy.
Okay, so Athena chases after Dacius.
No, this is gonna be interesting because I don't think.
I'm going to follow Gander and Lashana now
Yes.
because they are closer. So they walk into the castle, and it is completely empty. And honestly, as the doors close, it is eerie, but also kind of tranquil because it's quiet. The only thing they can hear is some wind. So, have you been here before, Lashana?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And Gander does remember. I saw a memory. You tried to attack her before, and you were thrown out. You were almost killed.
Yeah. She's a psycho, and like has really first control.
Do you think we'll have to kill her?
Probably.
If you do, please, Lashana, take.
You know, I just realized something. The scenario I was thinking of at the moment can't one of the things something good could happen or something not as good can happen. I just realized that thanks to what's going on right now, one of those can't happen. So and I wonder which one it could be.
Yeah.
I know if we go through all this battle and everything, and I tell you what the thing could have been, I know you're gonna be like, "Oh, son of a bitch!"
You know what? Even if this ends out poorly, I feel like I feel like I made the decisions that Dacius would have made.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like, because originally there was only one of those scenarios. I thought, you know what? No, this other one could happen if things go a certain way, but they can't now.
Things did not go.
Anyway, so they continue walking through the palace, and it is very nice. You know, however, Lashana doesn't think it's as nice because she knows that everything in here was made by a slave.
Yeah, everything. It was blood covered after killed the old leaders.
Oh, I see. Do you know why she would do something like that?
You're looking at $800 a month just for the.
I don't know. Just went psycho.
$800.
And they continue walking until Lashana does lead him to large double doors.
This is the.
Let's go in. And Gander opens the door, and there's Ludricia lounging on her throne, one leg over the other. She has a very shit-eating grin on her face as she sees them enter.
Can I just look her in the eyes and go, like, really sarcastic? Hello, sis.
Yes.
Okay, well,
sister. I didn't expect you to visit.
Yeah, because you threw me out. Literally.
Well, I can't have an assassin now, can I?
I mean, apparently you can.
Do you like this castle, Lashana?
I liked it a lot better with other leaders.
Oh, don't say that. Do you know how much work it was to have those slaves make everything here?
I mean, I would say it was a lot for them, but you probably just sat on your...
Oh, Lashana, I have many things I must do.
Yeah, like kill innocent people who don't...
And she does kind of she takes out Black Dragon mask, and she's kind of like playing with it in her hand. So Athena was right. You are part of the dragon cult.
You probably leave.
You think I am anywhere comparable to our wonderful leader?
Wonderful.
Who knows? Honestly, who knows?
Listen. I'm going to give you a choice.
Berkeley County?
Step down, accept your punishment, or we will not hesitate to cut off your head.
That's really generous, Gander. Just cutting off her head. I would make her do a painful torture.
Remember, you have all those files.
Oh yeah, that's right. She does have all those vials.
Oh my god!
I forgot about that. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, and now Gander has fucking holy water.
He does have
Yeah, he has 2 things of holy water.
Oh, I forgot.
You sound so excited.
And I mean,
I am. You don't
also
understand. This works with what I wanted to do.
I mean, he also has the sword of literal eat shit and die. Like, it just fucking melts shit.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, I would like to take a third option.
What?
Where I skin you alive and I turn your bones into makeshift weapons.
Try it and die, white.
And she gets up off of her throne, and as she does, 4 orbs appear around her. And she does maniacally grin. And now we will cut back to Decius, Mariella, and Athena, who are all running towards the group of elves who are fighting the dwarves and the gnomes.
Decius.
What? Wait, Athena? What the fuck?
What? What did you want me to do? Never mind.
The dwarves will probably have your head if they see you.
Right. That's my least worry right now.
Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind about my life. We need to save the whole world. Okay. That sounds really heroin.
I love how she's but she's saying the whole. This is one kingdom.
Right now I'm focused on saving these dwarves, assuming they need
focused on
saved.
saving the elves and the dwarves. Thanks. Do not. We what we need to do. Listen, I know you don't trust me, but
You're right,
you have.
and I know what I need to do. Right now.
Okay, Decius.
I don't want anybody to die. I don't want these elves to die. I don't want these dwarves to die. The
You
best
need to tell the
best
dwarves,
outcome.
and I will control the elves to retreat.
And how will you do that?
I don't know if it will work. I tried something before. Whenever, nothing. Just tell your army to retreat, and I'll tell the king.
Athena is actually emotionally scarred now. Character. Sorry, I'm excited.
They aren't my army.
Well, tell them to retreat, and I will tell mine. Not mine.
Where are they gonna retreat to?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just tell them to go, okay? Tell them to go to the capital.
And I just want Decius to ignore her and keep walking.
Well, they're running.
Or running.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Because he's not going to walk.
Yeah, that's
literally
true.
Like at least like 50 feet away to a literal bloodshed that's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Athena wants to try to run and get there first.
Roll.
Man, you're acting like it's a fucking race.
No.
Yeah, you're acting like Nigel.
Hold up, do I have an inspiration?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Athena does. No, she doesn't.
No,
I guess it doesn't.
You don't either.
I guess it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna get there regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm still gonna get there first.
Yeah. So Athena was not able to catch up to Decius and Mariella as they continue running, and they do get to the scene, and yeah, they don't like what they see. They see the dwarves and the gnomes who are fighting for their lives against all of these elves. What makes it worse is a lot of these elves, they aren't using weapons. Most of them aren't. They're using magic. And Dacius knows that, at least considering dwarves, they don't use magic really at all.
Remember it? Remember that thing that was here? It might be coming back. You need to retreat.
They don't even know what it is. Roll again, Tessa, please.
Tessa, roll again.
Because this is for her charisma.
Don't get crap rolled. Please don't get crap rolled.
Got an 8.
I mean,
She screams at. A few look back at her, but they don't stop their assault.
oh god. Okay.
And Mariella, Dacius and Mariella get there, and Mariella, she closes her eyes for a second, and she opens them. So I don't know if this is better or worse. These townspeople aren't under a spell. They're doing this of their own free will.
I think that
Well,
better?
then we're gonna have to try and change their minds.
You all. Athena wants to try to yell again.
You're making Tessa have to roll.
I have to roll again?
You do have to roll again.
I think it's funny. I said I have to roll again, and then I grabbed my phone, and the keyboard said no.
Put me down. All right, there we go. Okay, now talk.
What I get?
Just talk.
Okay. You all, your queen. She's dangerous, and we need to overthrow her. We need better. You all want to sacrifice your lives and be destroyed? Remember how many lives were taken when that thing came in the forest?
And they, some of them, like a lot of them, they don't stop, or they stop attacking, but they don't put away their weapons. A lot of them are like either clashing their weapons against the dwarves, or they have like a spell at the ready, but they haven't fired yet.
Can I try something?
And well, hang on.
Oh.
And then one who appears to be another general-looking elf. And you think we haven't thought of that as well? This is under her mandate that everyone in the kingdom attack as she orders it.
No, but we can change it.
How?
These dwarves are on our side. They want to stop the war.
You underestimate power.
No, I do not. I know
Her
what
power is completely supernatural. She can do things that no other elf, no other dark elf in history has ever been able to pull off. We don't know where her power comes from, but we do know that
Have you
it
ever
is
heard of the
impossible.
dragon cult?
Dragon cult. They all kind of look quizzically. Would that be from outside of the kingdom?
I mean, your queen's part of it.
Is that a bad thing?
Very.
I really want to. One
of my old friends, I guess you would say, he got killed by somebody from the dragon cult. We were trying to stop them from terrorizing a town, from terrorizing this whole world.
Well, anything outside of the kingdom is not our priority, especially since she has prevented anyone who has entered the kingdom from leaving.
We will all prevail. You can leave of your own accord. If you want to walk out right now, do it.
We cannot.
Is there
halfling?
Okay. Okay. Listen. Stop fighting. These dwarves want my head. But stop.
Why? It's the one who killed Sava! And they all immediately stop fighting the elves and start going towards Athena. And the elves don't stop them. In fact, the elves kind of... the elves don't do anything to stop the dwarves and gnomes from going towards Athena.
Please, go back to your homes. Gather stuff or whatever. Go about your normal life.
Athena
knows she's being surrounded by hundreds of people that want to kill her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it's not the elves anymore, it's the dwarves.
I know. I'm telling the elves to leave.
Yeah, and they can't.
No, I'm telling them to go to their houses.
No. Well, they're not doing that.
Well, I clearly. Athena wants to just go to her knees. Just go to her knees, just like sit there like, okay, I'm done.
And the dwarves, they all do surround her. And I know I gave him a name. I have to see his name, but I know that's right. So the old dwarf walks up to Athena out of the crowd of gnomes and dwarves, and he raises his axe.
Stop.
Dacius, with all due respect.
Dacius, first, Mariella, take Ifrit, then they can have my head. Just take Ifrit first.
She's fucking terrible. An awful person. Right. I can't blame her entirely, though. You know.
Dacius, listen. Let them kill me. Just first, let Mariella take the crystal.
I'll be right back.
Mariella is walking up. She, as it gets closer to the crystal, Athena can feel. She gets a feeling all throughout her body. It's an intense feeling. Intense feeling.
Yeah.
Of fear. She knows it isn't. Some of it is from her, but she can tell most of it is actually coming from Ifrit.
Goodbye, Ifrit.
Athena.
What?
You're really going to just let them get rid of me?
Oh, no, I promise. I'll hold out on my promise. I will try to make this world better. I will clean up the wilderness, do whatever.
That's not what I'm concerned with, Athena. Athena, you're the first mortal I actually got to know. Granted, I was forced to know you.
Yeah, it wasn't the most comfortable position for me.
But I felt what your feelings felt like. I know what mortals experience. I don't want to be separated anymore, Athena.
Huh? No. You're not staying in my body.
You would just throw me away. After everything we've been.
It's too risky. Maybe they'll like me a little more if I get rid of it.
Fine.
But know this. If... You know what? Hold on. No. Mariella, wait, please. 1 second. Mariella.
She's just not talking. Like she's looking at you.
I know.
Okay. Why? She's waiting to see what you want.
Please, put down the staff.
She puts it down.
Ifrit, come to the crystal.
And his face does appear in the crystal.
Talk to them.
Dacius. Mariella. And even you, dwarves and gnomes that served Shiva. I have misjudged you all. I pledged myself too greatly to the old order. I didn't want to change.
Step with your alarm, or do you want me to wake you up?
But it wasn't just that. What the architects did to me. I was angry. Angry at them. But I placed that anger on all mortals, trying to justify my actions. I'm not sure if it's due to Athena's emotions, due to her thoughts, what she's going through right now. But I know I have done many things that cannot be forgiven. But I ask you to please not remove me.
He speaks for the both of them.
You are both truly terrible. I don't think I've felt such hate for anything in my life. But what is it gonna help killing either of you two? What does this solve? It doesn't bring anybody back. It's just more bloodshed.
Can you roll a charisma check, Gavin?
Boy.
Get a 1.
I want to re-roll.
You don't have any inspiration, man.
Fuck! Well,
dwarves, they don't strike, but they're still looking at her with skepticism. However, while Dacius was concerned with them, he wasn't looking at Mariella. Mariella was tortured with what Ifrit had done for all these centuries. And she thought he was gone. But not only did he come back, it was partially her fault. With gritted teeth, she swings her staff back and hits the crystal. And as she does, a blinding light is shown. And Athena, she feels it. She feels Ifrit being torn away from her. And something she didn't expect was, it did make her feel sad. Does Dacius try to stop Mariella? I wanna ask that.
You know, yeah, he tries.
You're gonna have to do a strength check for this.
Yep.
He puts his arms on her shoulders and tries to pull her away, but he wasn't able to. He wasn't sure if it was due to his own strength, her strength, or maybe it was deep down he truly felt this way too. Whether it be for the betterment of the world or just years and years of subconscious hatred, he didn't want Mariella to stop. And he looked, and he could tell that she wasn't fully happy with the decision she was making. He could see tears in her eyes, but the look in her eyes wasn't of sadness. These were tears of pure anger. Ifrit, inside Athena's mind, is Audrey, you still there?
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Okay. So you've been quiet. Sure. And Ifrit looks to Athena, and he's slowly fading away from subconscious. And as he is fading away, so is the mind void. Athena.
What?
I've never known mortal, nay, never known a half-elf that I could connect with so much. We've both wronged many. We both have anger, a burning hatred towards something that we feel passionate in wanting to destroy. But you have shown me what other emotions like. I felt fear, I felt sadness, I felt happiness from you. Whether I am still alive after this or not, just want you to know I don't regret traveling with you.
Athena wants to yell around, please stop.
And Ifrit disappears. And as he fully vanished, Athena, she's not in the mind void anymore. It's not even there. And Mariella rips her staff away, and the crystal, just as if it was never even attached in the first place, falls on the ground, and it slowly, from its red sheen, it begins to dull until it's a lifeless gray. Mariella, she She was panting, still eyes full of tears of anger. Yeah, how do you like that? How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
Athena wants to pick up the crystal.
Why?
Why not?
Why does it hurt so much? But Athena does pick up the crystal. And she can't sense anything in there anymore. Not even a trace of magic left.
Ifrit?
And after seeing this, the dwarves, even the elves, all look at her with sympathy. And Curtis steps up. Men, women, children. This woman has wronged many. However, I think she has finally gotten a punishment worthy of saying that she will do better. And as for you, elves, would you let this happen again? Helpless outsiders, would you allow them to be traumatized by your inactions of taking down this so-called queen of yours? Nay, I do not know how powerful she actually is. But what the girl said is not wrong. If we combine our might, no matter how strong she is, we will put up a fight.
No.
We will win.
Stop.
We will fucking win.
Stop. No. First, we need as little bloodshed possible. And then, no. Dacius, Marielle, and I should be the one to go in the cave. And if one of us comes out yelling for help, then I say somebody picks designated 4 to come in. But we need to go by little.
And Curtis, he nods. I think that is a sound plan. Dacius.
Yes.
And he pulls out another bottle. This is my last bottle. Make it last.
Nay. I got 2.
And then a cheers for the road.
Listen.
Cheers.
We need to pick a designated 4.
They clang their bottles together.
We need to pick a designated 4 to come in after if somebody comes. Who will?
I will. Curtis. He points to
2
himself.
2 dwarves, 2 elves.
And the old dwarf walks up. Lass, the elves have lost too many as it is. We dwarves and gnomes shall go. I, Dirk, will join. I will as well. Lane, he raises his hand up out of the crowd.
One more.
Don't forget about me. It was Lorenzo.
So you four.
All right,
if
then.
somebody comes out, that's when you come in.
We have some regicide to commit.
But know this. I want to do this here and now. The queen. After we execute, we need to nominate somebody to queen.
That'll be up to the elves to decide.
I was thinking Lashana.
And the elves, they kind of look in shock. Lashana? You mean the queen's younger sister?
Yes.
She's the only one who's been brave enough to even stand a chance. If anyone can take down a false queen, it is her.
She is who I nominate.
Then I don't think anyone's gonna disagree.
And none of them do.
Now, she's in that keep right now. Why don't we go join her?
Maria, Decius, and I, let's go.
And they begin walking in. However, as they begin walking, Mariella tenses up. You all go on ahead. Something's not right.
Well,
Mariella?
You figure that out.
If you need help or anything, just send one of our nominees behind us to warn us or something.
Will do.
Athena wants to like do her best curtsy in front of Mariella.
And Mariella was about to just continue walking, but she sighs and she also curtsies.
I have their stuff in the washroom.
And runs off.
I'll take one in the morning, guys.
Now then, is Tessa available?
Yes, Tessa's
here.
All right. So let's cut back to Gander and Lashana, who have both been attempting to fight Ludricia while this is going on. Let's both roll attacks.
1d20.
1d20.
We
Wow.
Okay. So Gander what weapon is Lashana trying to use?
She's trying to use her.
You cut out?
Her crossbow.
Oh, okay. So Gander rushes up and tries to slash at Ludricia. However, one of the orbs makes what appears to be a wall of some sort. It forms a wall, a pure red wall, almost as if it were made of blood, that blocks his sword attack. And as Lashana tries to shoot,
I has an idea.
her arrow was also blocked by one of those orbs. And Gander and Lashana have been at this for a while. They haven't been able to make a dent. They're both starting, well, Lashana isn't, but Gander's starting to get exhausted.
Mine has ideas.
How are we supposed to even attack her?
I think we may need to get rid of those.
But how? They're impenetrable.
Not the defenses the orbs put up, the actual orbs themselves. I think I have an idea of what they might be.
And Ludricia just kind of smirks, and she flies off of the throne towards Gander and Lashana. And the orbs, both as Ludricia reaches the two, they turn into spear-like weapons, and they stab Lashana and Gander in their shoulders. Lashana, luckily, is still able to use that shoulder due to her body. However, Gander is not.
Gander has a healing potion. Dun, dun.
I think I have an idea of what. Though you said there's 4 of them.
Correct.
I think the idea aren't just.
You're cutting out.
Sorry, I said I think I'm getting an idea. They're not.
Come on, Discord. I need to hear what she's saying.
Is it cutting out again?
Yes, it cuts out right before you say what you're trying to say.
Okay, I said I think they're not just regular.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had that soul that happened, like, after I had, like, died. You said there's 4 of them. I'm getting an idea that they're, like, the souls of our parents that killed, and then the past. And they're soul orbs that are protecting her.
That is a very, very good thought. I do just want to point out, though, you are almost halfway dead from that attack.
Yeah.
So Lashana is?
Yeah, Lashana is.
So is Athena.
So, yeah, they're both not doing well. Gander, he's holding his shoulder that was stabbed. Ah! How?
Wait a minute. Take me.
And Ludricia is just she's just got the widest grin.
You're a psychopath. You know that?
Sorry.
Oh, I know. You tell me it all the time.
And yet you still don't seem to get it through your thick skull.
What, Audrey?
Where's Steak and Angelica and them? Didn't they get...
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot that they went with us. I'm gonna be honest. There was so much happening. They decided to stay behind. They were in that big group fighting, but they decided to stay behind, like, just because of what happened. And if you want to know why Sigmund didn't give her the ocarina yet, it's because due to, like, that situation, it really would have been awkward. There wasn't a good time for him to do it. If you want to know why Athena didn't notice them. We can say that they weren't on her mind.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Because the whole thing with Athena is, I mean, it's kind of personal with Sigmund, but it's definitely a bit more with some of the others, especially with Ifrit.
I mean, Ifrit literally took refuge in my
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
face.
But as they're struggling, they hear the doors, or they hear people coming towards the doors, the double doors that are still open. And they turn back and they see Athena and Dacius.
Guys, what are you doing here?
Well,
We have regicide to commit. Let's fucking go. And I wanna hand
Dacius.
I wanna hand Gander and Lashana my only 2 healing potions.
Oh wow. Okay.
Thank you.
That does heal them both up to full.
Thank you.
Athena
Oh, her health?
Yeah.
Just give me a minute, because I gotta take out these healing potions from Daisy. Well, I think... Yeah, because... Oh, wait a minute. You don't have only 2 healing potions.
I have more?
Yeah.
I thought you got 4.
Did I?
Yeah, you have 5.
Oh my god! Alright. So I guess she's been giving you trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't attack her. And her attacks, they're stronger than anything we faced before.
I think she's using
Athena is at 22 health out of 26.
Oh, okay, so she's
those orbs are what she's using to power. And I think they may be.
and there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Each attack 1.
And she's still grinning. I'd like to see you try.
Prince, are you scared that you're going to throw? Why don't you stop hiding behind those?
Alright. I just want to take off and put down my robes.
Oh boy.
Alright. Let's see which one of us is more of a beast.
Okay, so who wants to try to attack first?
Me.
Alright, well, Athena got it
No,
out
let
first.
Lashana go first.
Okay, alright. Alright. You attack first, LaShawn. I think you might have inspiration to use, actually. You do. You have 3 inspiration.
Oh.
She goes.
I want to try and shoot one of like orb south with the.
Okay.
The cruh.
Yeah. We know what you mean. You did cut out again.
You could say this queen is fucking ballin'. Get it?
Yeah,
The orbs.
I got it. Yeah, you're
I got
clever.
it, Catherine.
Yeah, you're clever, man. Gotta hand it to you.
I
Didn't
got it.
expect that one. I don't know what I expected. But sure wasn't it.
He's
Gavin.
I want to try and shoot one of the with the cross, and like shoot at the orbs, not at.
All right. Well, you gotta roll.
Yeah.
1d20. 1d20.
If I can actually type roll.
Weighs 1d20. You have inspiration. You have 3 extra tries.
I have 3 extra tries.
Yes, because you have 3 inspiration.
I'm gonna try that again. See if I suck any less.
The
Nope.
Wow. Do you want to try it again? Someone's gonna have to break it. So, I mean.
Yeah, I want to try.
What's up with all these, uncool rolls over here? Like, seriously, what's up with
Don't
that?
let me down. Don't let me down.
For God's sake, dude.
There we go.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
18 that
So,
time.
Took a lot of aiming.
So Lashana, she kind of makes an eagle eye, and she kind of does a fake out. She holds the crossbow at Ludricia, then she shifts it over to one of the orbs, and she does kind of get delight in seeing Ludricia's shit-eating grin go away for a second as she notices what Lashana is actually trying to do. Lashana fires, and it does pierce into one of the orbs, and the orb cracks. And something is coming out, but they aren't sure what it is.
Ooh, baby.
Now, who wants Athena, you attack next.
Okay, I want.
So, Tessa, you're not done rolling.
Yay.
Okay, so I want to use my my thingy.
Your flail?
Yeah, my flail. I keep calling it a mate. I
On
want to use
what?
my flail. And
Yeah, do you want to do it on the one that's already cracked, or do it on another one?
do it on the one that's already cracked.
Okay.
Alright. Rolling. Got a 10.
Well, she can't really reroll.
What's her fucking strength?
I have terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not good. So, oh, frick. How did I not? Alright, just give me a sec. I have done something stupid.
Don't I have the one spell that lets me see someone's weaknesses?
Yes, you
'Cause
do.
I know we have a pretty good idea that it's the orbs, but I'd probably be able to confirm.
You do have that. I forgot.
Yeah.
So Athena swings her flail in an attempt to hit the one that's already cracked. However, Udricia does move it out of the way, and it does counterattack. It out of the crack, something comes out and it gets shot at Athena. She was not able to dodge it. It hits her in the chest. She's still alive. It didn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as much as it could have. Just if you want to know, you have 16 health out of 26 now.
Okay.
So then I'll let you go, Gavin.
All right. I wanna do the thing. Do I have to
Okay.
roll?
It was the finger of something. I remember that. I gotta see what it was.
I don't.
What was it?
No, I don't have it.
No. What was it? I know you had it. I just can't remember what the name was. It was something you had, I thought, early on.
I did have it early on, I believe.
Yeah.
I thought he had it at like level.
That's what I thought, but I'm looking through the warlock skills, and I I don't remember the name, so it's probably here, and I just don't. Is it? Can't be. Is it that one? I don't know. Whatever. We already know what it does, so.
Oh, is it True Strike?
No.
Oh.
So, Dacius, I will have you roll a 1d20. It's not necessarily because it tells you to do that.
Ooh.
So, Dacius, does he use the middle finger? I feel like, especially in this situation, he would do that.
Yes.
So he flips her off, and as he does this, he is trying to search for a weakness. However, as he does this, something, for a split second, he saw something odd. Something, it appeared to be around Ludricia. It was the shadow of something.
Ooh.
And for a split second, he thought he saw glowing eyes appear on it. He doesn't see anything else. No.
Oh, baby.
So, can Athena talk to her?
Yeah, I mean, we can all talk to her.
Well, I know. So, who's your leader, Ludricia?
And why should I tell you that?
Because I just want to know. No.
There's no reason for you to know. You won't be living long enough to even see him.
Oh, I'm so sad. But I think you mean you're not gonna.
And you think you're any close to defeating me? Any way close to defeating me?
It doesn't matter. Your kingdom's gone. Anyone who makes it out. And people will make it out.
Did they not tell you?
They did. We'll be leaving with your head.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Maybe you'll even be able to. Maybe you'll even be able to meet something I may have heard of.
So,
okay.
Ludricia, why won't you? Are you afraid of their name?
You're cutting out, so I couldn't.
Hold on, let me try and turn the light.
Okay, is that better?
I mean, for the moment, yes.
Okay.
Are you afraid to speak their name?
And she doesn't answer that.
So I assume yes.
So I will ask, why do you want to see the world burn?
Because she's psycho.
You do understand that, you won't live after this, right? Even if we're all dead. You burn.
Just, yeah, even if I end up dead, you're going down.
Oh, yeah. Everything fucking burns.
I don't think you all understand.
And I don't think you understand.
She takes back out the black dragon mask, and she puts it on, and then she feels like she's searching for something, but then you notice that she kind of stops for a second. She feels around some more. Where did it go?
What are you looking for?
Where did it go? No. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Wait a minute.
If it's
Hey Gander. What? I know This is an incredibly depressing thought, but you remember whenever we ran into Bordred,
Yeah?
how he needed the crystal thing with the mask?
Yes.
I think she lost the fucking crystal.
Is that what you're looking for?
So wait,
To be here.
nah, Chief, it ain't.
It's
We've already killed one of the generals anyway.
Who,
He's fucking dead.
who stole it? No.
Maybe
I
no one
can't.
stole it. Maybe
I can't.
this dumbass.
I can't go back. I can't go back to him. Without it, she starts hyperventilating. If I can talk. She begins hyperventilating, and they see she puts her hands on her head. Her eyes look even crazier than they've ever been. No,
Who can't you go back to?
you all stole it. You
Look.
must have.
I literally have.
I'll kill you.
No one stole anything you
Athena
said.
just wants to put the show her the gray crystal. This is the only crystal we have.
The floor begins to change as it did when she trapped Athena, and they all get trapped in it.
Together?
Yes.
Oh God. Huh?
Ladrissia,
What?
calm down. Take the mask off.
No. I will kill you and get back.
Here, you want a gray crystal?
Ladrissia.
One of them is already gone.
I need the prism piece. I need it.
Ladrissia, calm
Well, I
down.
guess you're gonna
Take
be
off
pretty
the mask.
disappointed because we don't have it.
And the four orbs they go away from her and they surround us, and they begin to spin. First it's slow, but it begins to go faster, and with her hand is shaking violently, but she lifts it up, and they can tell not only is she doing something with these orbs and trapped them, but she's charging another spell.
Ladrissia, you need to calm down and take off the
but
mask. You're going
some-
crazy.
But there's something odd. The magic isn't going to her hand. Whatever she's charging up isn't going to be shot out at them. And then they realize what it is. She's not charging an attack from herself. She's charging an attack from the kingdom itself. The ground is shaking.
Ladrissia, no.
And because there are windows, of course, in the throne room, as they look, they see around the forest. It looks like a field of magic was enveloping it, and it begins
Ladrissia, you're gonna kill yourself.
to become visible.
Ladrissia, listen.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Look,
Now-
here. I have a crystal. You want a crystal? Here's a crystal.
I have one thing that I could do.
I know one thing I really want you to do.
I know one thing I could do, but on the one hand, if it fails, I can't do it again.
Oh, I know what you want to do.
You know.
I know what you want to do. It's not what I want you to do, but I know what you want.
Well, how different is it from what you want me to do?
Dacius has alcohol.
Very.
doesn't he?
I mean, yeah.
Crap, I probably don't have enough magic.
What were you gonna try and do?
Wait.
My vials.
Hold up. I know what you could do. But I need to see how it works. Because,
Who? Him or
this would, Dacius, but I think everyone can participate in this. Where is it? Gosh dang it, book, where is it?
Be right back.
Okay.
There's a spell called Magic Mouth.
Ha.
Okay.
Create bonfire.
Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh! Yes!
What is it?
Oh.
What is it?
Think about the things that you have recently gotten. Got the tentacle, which I'm thinking is what you
that was what I was
doing.
originally thinking of doing.
But what else did you get?
I have the cloth, the alcohol, the silver dust.
Silver.
Okay.
However, there is one more ingredient needed, but someone does have it.
Is it Gander?
It is Gander.
Is it magic circle time?
I think it's magic circle time.
It's magic circle time.
The whole, like the ground is just shaking. The field is building up, and they know from the color of this field. It was a field of dark magic.
Gander?
Now I can hear them. There you go.
Gander?
Yes. Yes,
I think
Nigel?
it's magic circle time.
Nigel. Yes, Dacius?
I think it's magic circle time.
The magic circle?
I have the dust.
How do we do that?
I think we lay the silver dust and some holy water in a circle.
That's it. And they struggle. I will say let's just roll just to see if they're able to get this out.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I rolled a
Yeah. Okay. So Dacius, he tosses that silver dust, and because they're all stuck together, he was able to get one of the bottles of holy water. He tosses it down onto the silver, and Ludricia is so insane right now. She didn't even notice. And as the holy water hits it, magic envelops Dacius's body. He closes his eyes, and then a circular field, erupts around Ludricia. I do need to see what Okay. Okay. Okay, she can.
Don't tell me we just did that for nothing.
No, I'm just saying, like, she can still, Oh, wait. Oh my gosh!
What?
Okay, this is actually brilliant. So, due to the circle, I was reading, like, what you can make the circle do. And I was like, well, unlike the Hatter dimension, it can't take away her magic. However, what it does let you do is it will let you reverse her magic.
Oh!
Onto herself.
My god.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
Yes. As Dacius closes his eyes, the floor under them immediately, like, it goes back to normal, and it erupts around Ludricia. And she's trying to escape. She's still talking nonsense, but the dark field it stops forming. The ground stops shaking.
Dacius, what'd you do?
I know what I fucking did.
And she was struggling. No, no, I can't. I can't. She just keeps repeating those phrases.
Immediately.
Tomorrow we have to keep my bedroom.
Okay.
But at the same, like, because I'm trying to think, like,
I'm just saying there's one thing that you might have asked about earlier that you can try here.
That one curse. She went.
oh my god, yes! I want to
Okay,
try
well,
that.
first, let's roll a 1d20 to see if he... Do wisdom check. Just do a wisdom check.
Oh my god!
So Dacius, he has her pinned. He sees her just going nuts. And he thinks to himself as he slowly approaches her, this can't be anything natural. No being he has met is as genocidal as she is.
She's probably being
there is no way that this can be natural. And he thinks back to that memory. The memory where the young Ludricia had that weird look in her eyes. He thinks back to all the memories that him and Gander saw about how when they were little, Lashana and Ludricia were both fine. If Lashana has changed this drastically due to Ludricia, then what could possibly have done this to Ludricia to make her this bad? He walks up and he stretches out his hand and he decides to see if there is a curse.
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Dacius he removes the mask. He sees how crazed she looks. She barely looks like an elf, a normal humanoid being anymore. She looks more like just a beast with just her eyes, that look, craze in her eyes.
I guess that answers the question then.
And he places his hands and he tries to spell curse. As he does this, she stops. She stops moving. Her eyes stop looking crazed. And her body slumps. And as it does, smoke, or what appears to be pure black smoke, emanates off of her body. And it begins to form. As it does, it forms an odd creature. Odd was the only word any of them could use to describe it. It had unnaturally elongated limbs, 3 clawed feet, and 3 clawed hands. It only had 4 appendages, 2 legs, 2 arms. It did have strangely thin wings. The creature's skin, as the smoke dissipated, was a crimson red color. Its head had elongated horns. Its head was also very narrow.
Man, I wonder what this sounds like.
And it had 2 yellow glowing eyes. And as Lashana sees this, the memory became completely clear. That night, was just a normal night like any other. Her and her older sister Ludricia, after having a nice day of playing out in the woods, had to go to bed for the night. But then Ludricia woke up. It was very odd for her to wake up so early, and it also woke Lashana. She wanted to ask Ludricia what was wrong. However, standing atop Ludricia was that creature.
You.
It didn't speak. All it
You're
did,
the one who I saw that night.
all it did was stare at everyone.
Kill her.
You're the one who messed with my sister.
It lets out a screech. And as it does, 6 more of those red orbs appear around it. And that
What are you doing?
is where we'll end the session for tonight.
That's just not fair.
As I said, we will definitely be leaving with that thing's head, or at least metaphorically speaking. Gander still has one more holy
He
water.
does. He does still have
So-
one more holy water.
No.
I have been waiting for this.
Well, now we don't see. I started to kind of tell, like whenever she was acting all crazy and shit, and I remember me and you, Corey, we were having this talk like a while ago about like, oh, you know, these people that are part of the cult, they're still normal people for the most part, or at least they were at some point. And especially because of what happened to that one elf that, you know, can't really remember the name of, or I don't even think it had one.
No, I don't think I named him.
So, you know, I kind of felt like maybe I shouldn't kill it. Originally, I was going to, but
So there, because, you know, outcomes can't change now, I will say what the not as good option is, because I thought we were going to have to go with it. So what would have happened in the not as good route is if Lashana and Gander had to fight Ludricia alone, and they did manage to somehow wound her enough, Ludricia, her body would die from the wounds. However, right before she did, she would have reverted to normal. She would have said Lashana's name, told her to run, then die, and then the creature shows up.
man, I was fucking on top of it with those goddamn rolls.
Yes, you were near the end, and
A 20 and a double 18.
and I'm so glad, because I was trying to think of what you could do to stop Ludricia with that, and I was like, oh, the magic circle.
Yeah,
Of course.
because whenever I got it, I was only like, oh, I can use it to help with Ifrit. I wasn't really thinking it'd be useful at all anywhere else.
So the thing is, normally it would work on Ludricia because she's not one of the things listed that it works on. However,
Yeah.
this creature is,
Yeah,
and since it was possessing her, there you go.
but we still have holy water. I still have the fucking tentacle. Gander also still has his cool fucking sword.
Yes.
Lashana
So,
still
I-
has all those vials.
I will say, and I know especially Audrey's going to hate me, this was planned to be the final battle for the season.
Well,
Us versus this thing. So, yeah. So after we fight this thing, that'll be it.
well, I think it's a pretty good place to leave off. And it's shaping up to be a fucking beatdown because we all have some really good items, especially considering the situation, or some really good abilities. And not only that, but we could try and get help. I don't really want to because I know you, Corey, and I know if we get the dwarves, then you're probably gonna fucking kill, off Redbeard.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Kill off a loved NPC character?
Yeah. You would definitely do it.
Emotional tension?
We
me?
need to.
So that's why, because I was going to.
Ye of little faith.
I was going to get help, but then I was like, I don't really want people to die.
You don't want me to? You don't want me to have Jellica jump in and then she dies to her to something just like her?
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
No matter who we call in, I feel like it's guaranteed somebody dies.
It's not guaranteed.
It's too perfect, Corey. It's too perfect.
Listen, I already killed off Ifrit. I mean,
sadness.
That wasn't necessarily.
We all need
a few outcomes for that.
We all need to fucking just do all of our shit in quick succession. Like Lashana uses one of her vials, then Gander uses his fucking holy water, and then I just use the fucking hunger of go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that would be neat. So we'll see, because this thing, because we don't know what it is yet. But this thing that has huge relevance to season 2, which because I already told you I'm going to leave season 1 off a very big cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And yes, it does relate to this thing.
Well, I'd imagine. I didn't think you were just going to put some fucking throwaway enemy as the final battle.
Oh, no, I'm not saying, because I'm just saying I could have waited until season 2 before we get a hint as to what that thing is.
Yeah,
because I would do that, but no.
I mean, and I'm thinking this is going to be one of my favorite fights, because it's a fight versus something that's just straight up bad. There's no dancing around it. It is at least.
Yes, this thing. There is no good thing about it. There is. Nothing.
It's fucking.
I'm not even going to lie to you and be like.
Even if you were to sit here and say but it was somebody at some point. Well, guess what? It isn't anymore. It was just possessing somebody and having them literal Hitler.
It wasn't a. It's not. This creature is not someone that got turned into something.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you that. That's not what it is. It is a race of something.
Well, it's going to be dead.
Well, it's going to be extinct.
Yeah. It's going to go back from which it's going to go back to the place from which it came.
So I did have a very and I don't know if since we'll have to wait till season 2. I think it's okay to tell you guys this. So I wasn't sure in what order we would go to things. And I did have an entire thing planned out for if we went to the Capitol instead. And do you want to know, Audrey? I think you'll find this okay.
Yes.
I had a boss fight planned out with the king. Do you want to know what happened?
Yes.
So what would happen is pretty much Athena would come back and he'd be like, "I hate you," and he'd be like, "Yeah, well, I've always hated you," and then she'd be like, "Oh, I hate you," and he'd be like, "Fine, if you hate me so much, then why don't you come and kill me?" And then he because I was also and this was really early on, so I was thinking I'd introduce more magical items, and what he would use is he would use a magical set of armor that would go around him
Well, now
to
we're
fight
just
against Athena.
now
but-
we're just straight up fighting a creature of magic. So,
I
mean,
kinda
well,
want what happened.
not of magic, but it's pretty goddamn magical.
Yeah, it is.
I'll
It is.
fight
It's
my
where
dad.
I will say once we figure out what these things are, that could pose a good bit of questions as to what magic, like how magic came to be.
Well, anyways,
Yes.
I did.
Anyways.
I have a line that Dacius is gonna say, which is just him restating the same thing he said before. But it's gonna be great.
I really hope Xander can play next time. When do you guys play next?
Saturday.
Anytime.
we could call it.
Yeah. Oh,
Play Saturday.
something that I thought would be a bigger problem this session is, so last night,
Friday.
like literally right after, me and you were talking, and how, I was like, well, I guess we'll see if I'm alive for the next session.
Yeah.
Right after that, I was about to lay on my bed. I put my elbow on my bed, and something caught my eye, and I was like, not only do I not eat a whole lot on my bed, but I don't really remember crumbs moving and looking like bed bugs. And I'd also realized that I had been like itchy ever since I had fucking woken up, and I looked at my arms and like my legs, and I was just getting fucking torn up.
Yeah.
And I was watching my bed just fucking crawl. But I didn't even sleep in my bed. I slept in my dad's bed, so my dad's bed had it too. So there wasn't anywhere to sleep. So I had to go downstairs in the living room and sleep on the living room floor. Funnily enough, I got more sleep than I usually do. I got 5 hours instead of 3. But it sucked dick.
Are you
And
gonna try to use melatonin?
Maybe you can.
we can't go to the store yet.
Well, maybe.
We're gonna be going tomorrow morning.
Okay, you need
so
a shot.
yeah, but I really didn't want to go to sleep last night just because I was thinking about that. Bed bugs,
Are
they're disgusting, but they're annoying more than anything. Like whenever you wake up, like you don't really think much about it. You're itchy. It's whenever you actually fucking see them and you think like these fuckers were crawling all over me in my fucking sleep.
No, you know what's
okay.
worse?
So
Good.
You know what's
that-
worse? Scabies is way
that
worse.
kept me up until like 7 in the morning. I was playing fucking Dwarf Fortress.
I'm
Which is
just
also known
like
as
there's
body
tons
lice.
of ideas swirling in my head because the thing I made that mysterious message for something that will happen in season 2. I realize I can link it to
9:57. Hey guys, we're gonna get off.
All right.
okay.
All right.
Bye, people.
See ya, Audrey.
Have fun in Hades.
See you, Tessa.
All right.
But man, I was worried I was gonna be fucking exhausted for the game, but I was starting to get a bit tired. But I lived. Although I'm gonna have to fucking sleep on the floor again. But yeah.
Yeah. So I will see you guys next time. So they said not Saturday.
Friday
not
or Sunday
when?
works for me.
I thought didn't they say not Saturday?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
cannot-
because Saturday is the 24th, and that's when they're doing
Right.
shit.
Okay.
So
So, I mean, it depends on when, because I really want Xander to be back.
Yeah.
Because this will be the final session.
Yeah.
I feel like, I'm kind of, well, the thing is like I was about to say I'm kind of glad Xander wasn't there, but it's like it doesn't matter what happens. I'm always going to be glad about it in hindsight because if he was there, then the story would have turned out differently, and I wouldn't know if the story would have been better. But kind of glad he wasn't there because that would have given. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have made a fucking difference. She would have real, because she already thought we stole it, and I guess to an extent we kind of did. I mean,
Oh, okay. You're talking. So you're talking about
the crystal thing.
Ludricia thinking that we stole
Yeah.
the prism piece.
Oh,
She said that. She brought
yeah.
it up.
Yeah, I know.
Because when she was doing her ramble.
Yeah. But, you know, it wouldn't... I was going... Because I forgot that, like, no, she already thought we stole it. So if Nigel was there, it wouldn't make a difference. Because...
Yeah, that's... I mean, okay, so if Nigel was there, things would have been different.
Well, I mean, obviously, but not in the way that I was thinking.
Yeah, no, definitely not in the way that you're thinking.
But, and also, we still would have been able to do the magic circle. You know, my roll probably wouldn't have been a fucking 20. But, you know, it would be nice to have him in the final fight.
Yes, that would be. Although, it would, I'm going to be honest, it would fit his character if we did go through the final fight, and then we get back, and, you know, things are, you know, ending on a good note, and then we start moving on to the capital, wherever, and then he wakes up after that, and he's like,
God.
Hey, what'd I miss? Like, yeah, that would kind of be annoying a little bit, because, you know, he should have been in the final battle, but at the same time, it is very in character.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm honestly really just excited for because I know you're probably gonna have a little scene afterwards.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that.
That's the cliffhanger.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this is just everything points to this being a complete fucking beatdown. In whose favor, I don't know. I'm thinking ours, but for all I know, our rolls could start sucking. I mean, they kind of already were sucking ass, but they could start sucking harder.
Well, and then also this thing has it has 6 of those orbs, which we failed to destroy. I do like what happened way better though.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, and of course then this does run the risk of killing an NPC, we could, you know, get help. One of us could, like, go back and try and get some help.
Yeah, get Curtis and Sigmund.
The thing is I would feel bad about it, but I wouldn't feel as bad, because it's not like they're dying for no reason. This isn't just a personal conflict. This is like a big thing, you know. So if someone died, it wouldn't have been in vain.
They're not dying because of something we did.
Yeah.
I think that's the big difference here, because almost every character that has died so far has died due to our characters' choices.
You know.
But this would be the one time, I think it is the only time in the campaign where if one of our beloved NPCs die, it won't be won't be because of something we did.
To an extent, you could say, like, if we were to go and get the help, then, you know, although if we needed it, it wouldn't have made any difference, and they would have had to fight it later anyways.
Yeah, because like I said,
so you know,
the other scenario, it was if you kill Ludricia, the thing comes out. If you dispel the curse, Ludricia doesn't die, but the thing still comes out.
Well, what I was thinking too is, like, even if we don't ask for help, story-wise, if we were to die, someone still has to fight it.
Yeah.
So no matter what, they're going to have to, you know, the NPCs probably should face it anyways. That being said, I will try and make sure none of them die.
that this is like building up to be just an epic final battle.
Oh yeah.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
In one of the books I was reading, they were building up to a final battle. Although it was a little bit more extreme because it was an entire horde of demons.
Yeah.
And not just one, but like you had the one super powerful dude who was taking on the big horde and one of like the minor general. But then you had this one guy who throughout the book, he's just been a complete jerk. So he was seduced by, I think, like the cultists or the demons, and he turned into sort of like what Bondra did.
Yeah.
With like a lizard-like thing, although Bondrid's was more of, and Quetzalcoatl, they're more dragon-like. But like it's just reminding me of that because it has like everything has sort of built up to this moment where we are ending off certain character arcs, but at the same time it's sort of starting new ones.
Yeah.
Because like, and you could tell with Lashana, you could tell that she's not any, like, her murderous side completely went away after she found out that it was actually this thing that was controlling Ludricia.
It's also sort of the murderous side just went to something else.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, you know,
it's not bad. It's not bad murder.
Well, it's like old Lashana would have probably killed Ludricia regardless.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was another creature, she would have been like, yeah, well, you still did all those things. So
yeah,
you deserve it.
She's less murder happy.
Yes, she's less murder happy, and now I think this could start an interesting arc where the reason she continues along with the group is because she wants to figure out what did that to her.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if this thing can talk. It might be able to. We don't know. It hasn't. It sounds like just a feral monster.
But you know what? I just will say, if I'm given the opportunity to make sure one of the NPCs doesn't die, you know,
you're taking it.
Yeah.
And this is shaping up to be just an epic final battle. This is the best way a season 1 could really end.
Yes.
Because we're gonna end on a decent note. Like, of course, the story. Like, of course, there's more story because there's a lot of stuff not really. The cult is still out there.
Yeah.
Athena still wants to go to the capital, and I'm pretty sure that's where she's gonna want to go. After we're done.
Yeah. And plus, the war isn't over.
Yeah, I know. That's like another reason why we're going to go there, because we have to kind of go try to convince their side.
Yeah.
But like, it will still end on a fairly good note, I think. And then I'll show the cliffhanger, and then you're gonna be, or Audrey at least, she's gonna be like, "What? No! Now we gotta continue. I gotta figure out what happened." Sorry, but sadly we won't be able to for quite a while. But at least we got this far, and man, it has been a fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I must say, and I will say it to everyone next session when we end it.
Yeah.
Like, just thank you all for like actually doing this. I know like you've been wanting to do it just as much as I have. But still,
Well, it's a good thing that I recorded all. You know.
Yes, thank you, Hunter. Like, I'm glad you have, because this will definitely be something to look back on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's so good. The characters have been great. The twists and everything. I think I've been improving as especially on my world building, because I've never really done that before.
Oh yeah.
So it's just been a great ride. It really has.
What I would like to say is, I still remember thinking, like, whenever we first started this, that, well, first I remember being like, it might not be able to top the first campaign, you know, because a lot of times whenever you see something remade, it, for one reason or another, doesn't, like, hold up to the original.
Right. Like, it can be better in a lot of aspects, but then there's, like, those one or two things that are like way worse than the original, that it just takes the entire remake down.
But in this case, it's been better in every regard, even in some of the more ridiculous moments, because there's been more build-up, and because the thing is the ridiculous moments, they're more ridiculous because they're contrasting against a serious story.
Right.
So
yeah, because like the old campaign definitely had a lot more goofier moments. Yeah. But the reason why these ones might not be better, you know, you could argue they're not better as being goofy moments, but why they feel goofier is because this story is a lot more serious.
Yeah.
And things are taken a lot more serious. Mm-hmm. But then there will be points where just random stupid stuff happens, and it just it works. It works.
But another thing is, I was thinking whenever we first started this, like, oh yeah, we'll definitely be able to like finish this, you know, by the summer or something. And looking back, I couldn't have possibly imagined it would have taken this long, and it's fine. I can live with the wait. The only time, like, the only part I worry about is if there would be a season 3. Because that summer is going to be whenever I'm transitioning from, like, high school to college and shit.
Mm.
So I can definitely still do it, you know, but it's going to be hectic.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I worry about, and even then, it's still summer. Like, it's not like I'm gonna have 50 million things to do. It's just 50 million things to worry about.
We all love.
But, you know,
it's gonna be.
I definitely thought it would go by a lot faster, and I'm kind of glad.
I did too. I really did think that it would not take this long.
And I'm definitely glad that we started thinking about it ahead of time.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, you know, otherwise you probably wouldn't have been able to set up something as good as this. You would have still pulled something off, I'm sure.
Yeah, because, again, most of it is just, like, I just make up crap as I go along. But I did have a lot of scenes thought up.
And not only that, but it's like, even though you don't really decide how things go, you can sort of, you know, push them in a certain direction. And because, you know, we started, you know, talking about this early on, like, that we're definitely not going to be able to finish it by the end of the summer.
Yes.
I feel like that really helped you lean it more towards a satisfying end.
Yes, because I did really have to kind of struggle with that, because I was like, well, I mean, we could, like, try to keep it going and then stop it at a weird point, but I don't really want to do that because then, like, you know, again, there's a lot of things that need to continue after this season is over. But at least with this, not only have we gotten to an enemy that is extremely strong and like it's important. It affected someone's backstory.
Yeah.
Like heavily. Like Lashana's entire outlook of everything was changed in that moment. Which, by the way, no, Tessa and I have not talked about. All we had for her backstory was that one day her sister went crazy and killed her parents. That's literally it. I came up with everything else. But
I mean, that's a lot of the fun, you know.
It is. Because like it helps me stretch my creative muscles, and then for you guys, it gives you all a lot of mystery too. Because yeah, of course, Lashana wouldn't know that. Like she was a kid when she saw that creature. That creature is a literal monster. She blocked it from her memory. That's what the whole clouds when we got there represented. It represented the fact that she literally clouded that memory off from herself. So all she remembered was, oh, one day my sister went crazy. Because if you think about it, there's no real reason why one random day your sibling just goes nuts. Like that doesn't happen. So I took that idea and I ran with it.
The thing that I can definitely, like, I think you've definitely been able to create, you know, compelling backstories for, well, I'm sure, you know, with Athena's, it was a bit more Audrey, at least, than the rest of us. Like, she had a bit more control of it.
She did, not a whole lot, because she didn't know about the whole brother technically still being alive and possibly her mother thing.
But it you know, you've definitely been doing a fucking great job making actually interesting mysteries to solve about our backstories. And I think we've all been doing a great job, you know, adapting to that.
Yes.
So whenever a mystery is posed, like, well, first rolling with it instead of, you know, saying like, oh, wait, what? You know, I don't remember going with that.
Yeah. Because it's just like everyone gets in character a lot with those situations. So it's not a, wait a minute, I didn't say that this could be in my backstory. It's, oh, I didn't, so that's what happened.
Yeah, and it fits with our characters as well, because again, our characters wouldn't know like all the details or, you know, and all that sort of shit. So
I think that statement right there just perfectly summarizes the great, like the best parts about the story of this campaign and the improvements of this campaign is the details.
Yeah.
I have, because in the last one, there really were no details. Everything was so cut and dry.
Yeah.
It was, we got to save the future from being destroyed by this big old dragon, which, by the way, I am really glad that I decided to go with the taking just that one element of the of those pre-made adventures, having the cult there. Like, that really did make a huge difference.
Oh yeah, because I mean, it's a good enough fucking enemy. You know, it's a complex enough enemy.
Yeah, because like,
you know,
so we've met one general who, like, yeah, he was very like battle crazy, but like you could see a good guy in him at one point.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he didn't try to kill everybody at the start. Then there's Luna, who, you know, we don't know much about her yet because she hasn't really talked, but Gander says that in his future, she's a good person.
Yeah.
So there's obviously something that happens in this point. And then there's Ludricia, who was mind controlled. Well, not mind controlled, possessed.
Well,
So I will say, since I'm not sure if you do remember, but as Bordred said, there were 4 generals. We've seen 3, and we've taken down 2.
Yeah.
So there is 1 general we have yet to see, and then the big bad, who Ludricia didn't want to talk about.
Yeah. And, and hey, now that she isn't fucking dead, maybe one of these days we can fucking ask her things.
Yeah, that, or, well, see, here's another thing. Since we didn't kill her, they don't have to find I was going to say they don't have to get a new queen, but then it dawned on me that, they didn't choose her before.
Yeah, that was my whole thing, because on the one hand I was like, well, now, Lashana won't be queen, but on the other I was like, but also I don't know if they'd even want her to still be queen, even if she's different,
Yeah.
Lashana, she's fit for that. One thing, the only thing about Dacius that I really want to figure out, because I remember looking through the classes and all that sort of shit, and I was looking at the Warlock and all that.
Is it about because the Warlocks have to, don't they devote themselves to a deity of some sort?
It's some sort of devotion or deal.
Right, a deal, that's right.
So,
it could have also been a deal.
So, I'm really excited, because on the one hand, I kind of think that would be, I kind of want that to be one of the few things that Dacius does know.
Okay, I was about to ask, do you want that to be something that he doesn't remember? He just woke up and he has these warlock abilities, or if it was something that he did know.
Well, I do want it to be something he did know.
Do you have any ideas? Because I could help.
I could sit here and be lazy, I don't know, Hatter seems like a nice guy. Fucking Hatter. But I don't really know. I don't think it matters. Whatever it is, it'd be satisfying. I don't know if I'd want it to be something that Dacius would regret doing or not.
Well, see, it depends on... I guess it really depends on how you look at it. Dacius has not been apprehensive at all about using the Warlock spells, so in that sense, it's not something he regrets. But at the same time, he has used it and he has killed a good bit of things.
Yeah. So...
that's up for debate, whether he actually regrets it or not.
But I'm really excited to either A, have you come up with something, or B, have us both come up with something. And of course, that can't be explored this season.
Oh yeah, no, it's not going to be this season. Season 2, the thing about Season 2 is, so one good thing about Season 2 is I think we will start it sooner, because we did have to get things ready and everything before we could start this one. So we will be able to do more. Now, whether or not we will be able to finish the story, I honestly can't say.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, there's a lot more things I would like to do. Some of them are honestly just because they're kind of cool things I think would be cool for our characters to go through, and I find some way to explain why they're doing it. And then the other stuff is, of course, the actual plot relevance, or the stuff I know is going to be plot relevant.
Yeah.
Is for season 2, and this will be difficult, but here's my thought depending on time. So it can end 2 ways. A, it ends with the final battle with Yami. B, which at the moment I'm saying is the more likely scenario, is that Yami gets released, and that screws up the world. That screws up a lot of things. So then we will have to do a season 3 where we're not immediately going to fight him. We don't know how exactly to fight him. So we'd have a post-apocalyptic adventure, or not an apocalyptic adventure.
Yeah.
Where we go through like ruins of places we've been, possibly even some new places.
Man.
And yeah.
Dwarves.
Yeah, you really do like the dwarves. You really like Curtis. You really like Curtis. Which I'm glad.
I just fucking like dwarves. Yeah.
Well, I know, but like I'm glad that I could make a dwarf that you do really like.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could think of a couple ways you could have fucked it up. Well, I mean, calling it a fuck up just because I don't like a character. There are a couple ways you could have made me not like, the dwarves and shit, but you didn't do those. That's what's important. But
yeah, I did want like some hardy type characters, and the dwarves were perfect. I'm debating on what personality I want the pirate to have, because yes, there will be the pirate character in season 2.
The thing is, I wouldn't stress a terrible amount over giving him like the most unique personality, because like the dwarves, they aren't the most unique things in the world. It's just what you've done with them.
I'm not worried about it being unique. I'm not giving him. I know like what he looks like and everything, so he's not a stereotypical pirate.
Yeah,
but
is he a fun pirate?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to lean towards like the he's the type of pirate who's very charismatic and sort of boastful. Like he'd be the one to over exaggerate his sea journeys.
Yes.
Not that they aren't technically true. He just stretches it a little bit to make things sound more treacherous than they were.
I think and I don't know if you'd want to do this, but I think that's the last character I would like Dacius to know, or at least have heard of.
I think the have heard of part would be, because I didn't want him to know anybody. I wanted them to everyone to like bond with him as they go on like a sea journey.
So I do like the idea of him knowing of him, but man,
okay, I know what you could know him as.
What?
So I was gonna have him, like, he has very long, like, whitish hair. So, like, his name that people know him as is, and I know, like, there's like, he calls the dwarves, like, Redbeard and stuff, but the name he is given is Whitebeard, but it's not actually a beard. It's just a long mane of hair.
Whitebeard, and he doesn't even have and it's not even about his beard.
Yeah, it's the reverse beard.
The reverse beard.
But yeah, I thought
He's Whitebeard the second. It's fine.
Whitebeard the second. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm adding that in. He is the second one. Okay, if you want, because Dacius has lived for a long time, instead of knowing this one, he could have known the first Whitebeard.
Okay, yes, that's
because that would make sense on how he's heard of the name, but how he hasn't like actually met this person. So
yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So this guy, Whitebeard the second, it's not clear if he is actually related in some way to the first one.
Yeah.
Dacius assumes at first, again, I haven't fully come up with the stuff, so I don't know if I will make it. But Dacius assumes at first that he isn't related, like by blood or anything. It's just he took the title.
Yeah.
Because he remembers the old Whitebeard as being he was a sailor who had a heart of gold, but a horrible temper.
Yeah.
And this sailor is nothing like that. So he thinks that, and that would actually be really interesting, because like everyone else would be getting to know Whitebeard just like as a person, but Dacius could try to like know him as a pirate. Like at the very end of their like adventure arc, he would like finally say like, I do recognize you as a Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Or like the entire time he has only called him by his actual name and not Whitebeard, but then at the very end he does call him Whitebeard.
Yes.
And then that would be an amazing scene.
You know what? There is one thing. Dacius never really did an actual apology for what he said to Sigmund, and I don't think he really can, because he gave out a sort of general apology, but that was more towards
because you mean like back at the very beginning when they first met.
Well, in the whole thing where he was saying like, oh yeah, we fucking kicked your platoon's ass or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think it was like a bygones be bygones.
Well, I do have sort of a line prepared for that, but I'll wait.
Because again, depending on what happens in the final battle, Sigmund might come up.
Yeah.
He can actually give that apology. And you can even have Dacius be like, I never actually said this. And then he says it.
Yeah.
But, I love this campaign, man. I love it. I love all these side characters. I love all, like, even just the little ones. That I know I don't remember the names of, but they're written on my phone.
Those fucking imps are gonna have to wait a long ass time.
Yeah, I know, but that will be a good motivator, Dacius, to continue on.
Yeah.
Even though he's never like he doesn't like killing, Ifrit's gone now. Like all that trauma and everything has finally been resolved for him. So, and then after this battle, what's he and the dwarves, like, what are they going to do? Like, Dacius could leave at that point, because he wouldn't really have a reason to stay, except for the fact that he needs to find someone to revive those two imps.
Well, I do have there would be a couple other reasons. One of them being especially the things that he said, like, back at the inn. Like...
because...
that being said, that is, or at least whenever he gets to actually thinking about it, that is going to be, like, a big, more immediate priority.
Yeah.
He's still never going to get over that fucking caravan. I'm still sad about that.
you know, I don't want. On one hand, I don't want to tell you this because.
Don't tell me it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. See, because I don't know if you'll remember for season 2, so I don't know if I should or I shouldn't. It does relate. It does relate to the caravan.
On the one hand, I remember you said like, oh, there'd be a big fucking reward, but like, you know, I'm thinking, you know, Dacius is doing that because he feels bad, you know.
Yeah,
But...
yeah. So it is better if I don't tell you, because even if Dacius wouldn't like know about that, you would. So you would be more like jump onto the okay. Let's go do this thing so I can get my car back, like instead of the more natural.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is definitely gonna be interesting. Season 2, because Season 1 was definitely about Dacius, Athena, and at the very end, Lashana.
Yeah.
With traces of Nigel and Gander along the way. Season 2, I am planning much more to be about Gander and Nigel, at least giving them more roles. Because the thing about Nigel, and the reason why I want him to be in the final battle, is his current state connects with certain things.
Yeah.
And
the thing is like, for the time being, like, I like this sort of dynamic where the characters that are being focused on right now are the ones that have, you know, these really sort of intricate and maybe and even sometimes intertwined backstories, you know. And Gander and Nigel, their I guess Gander's backstory and Nigel's present are more relevant to, you know, the overall thing.
Right.
So
yeah, Season 2 is definitely going to be less backstory focused. It's going to be less about the characters having to deal with the past and more about them actually dealing with the now.
Yeah.
The only exception is Nigel, because I'm gonna be honest, he really does need more he needs more exploration for his backstory. And I could keep it simple, but I've never done that for anyone else's, so I'm not going to do it for his. So I'm going to find some way of making his backstory work with the universe, with the plot, but also be interesting and make sense for his character.
Yeah.
But most of Season 2 will be more of the characters having to focus on the now rather than the past.
Yeah.
Which will definitely be very interesting. They will meet many more characters, which I'm excited for, because I have a really cool scene with final battle with Yami, where everyone we've met along the journey joins up with us.
Fucking Avengers Endgame shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But like the entire land of Azarath, like all the people, just everyone we've met along the journey that is still alive, come up, and we'll all be ready to face the great evil. The one thing that will be very much touched upon in Season 2, and I know you're most likely going to forget this, so I'm okay with time, is there will be a lot more context on that one specific set of memories that Lashana had from the first elf.
Yeah.
That will become way more relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see that shit.
Because there's so much. And
who knows?
I am still planning that talking sword. I have not forgotten about that.
Talking sword.
Yeah, and I'm it's going to make sense. It's going to make sense.
You need to get 2 talking weapons though.
A talking sword and a talking shield.
And
or talking a talking spear.
And one of them needs to be really fucking annoying.
I mean, I know how the sword's gonna act, and depending on
they need
how
they need to piss each other off. It'll be fine.
Okay, that I can do. I was gonna say the sword could be seen as annoying.
I remember I was looking at this one story for this one D&D campaign story, and it was like a faulty sword of warning. So at the adventurers would wake up at the beginning of the day, and the sword would be like, "Oh, something terrible is going to happen," and then like a couple hours later, a character would trip, and the sword would be like, "I told you."
Oh my gosh, that is amazingly stupid, and I do honestly. But no, the sword won't be that. It will be an actual fully sentient thing. And we will, because I already told you about the junkyard.
Yeah.
Season 2, we're gonna go to that junkyard.
I want to get a helmet.
Yeah. Like a rune engraved architect.
Because I was thinking, if I were, because I've been thinking, that about Dacius's actual fucking design and shit, and what I thought, or what I would think he would look cool in, and I was like, having robes and just some helmet.
That actually does sound pretty cool.
Because he wouldn't.
By the way, when I imagine Dacius, I always imagine him in his the first design made of him,
drawn in fucking Microsoft Paint. Yeah,
hey man, it looked decent.
I've definitely been the overall idea is still the same, but I've been trying to think of things to make more sense on a physical level. I'm not saying I'm going all scientific and shit, just making it make more sense and just making him look better.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
well, excellent session. Next session, the finale, gonna be great. And I will talk to you then. I don't know. Maybe we'll play tomorrow. Doubt it.
I'm imagining that, most of us can play pretty much any time. It's just a matter of Xander.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I'd like to play before the 24th, but, if we can't, then...
Yeah, because, I should be able to, because, tomorrow is iffy because it's Monday and that's when I do my work.
Yeah.
But, I should have time. But even if I don't, I'm pretty much free every other day. So
yeah, even if you don't, I'm sure we can all wait a day.
Yeah. So tomorrow, here's the plan. Tomorrow, message Xander to see when he is available, if he knows, and if he knows, then we will play whenever he is available, unless it's when they go up on their trip. Hopefully it's not, or hopefully it's before.
Yeah.
So we can have it finished before their trip, and then it's going to be real sad. It's going to be really bittersweet, because we're going to finish it, and that'll be super cool. But then we can't play it anymore for a super long time, and that's going to suck.
Yeah, it's gonna suck real fucking dick.
We can't still chat on Discord, so.
Well, I mean, yeah we can still chat on Discord. But...
I think during the breaks we might either just talk or do a mini campaign.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A really mini campaign,
right?
That'd be cool.
Because Xander was super excited about just doing a BS campaign, so that would work really well as just a super short campaign where
You
we
know what,
do,
I
like,
thought-
one quest.
If we had to make new characters for the BS campaign, I
mean, we could do new characters. It all depends on what everyone wants.
I'd almost sort of prefer to stay, with our normal characters.
Because I'd be cool with doing it with our normal characters.
Yeah.
It would be.
I prefer that.
It would be an alternate universe, and I would say, just to fit a little more with the BS-ness of this campaign, to not stereotype characters. I can't remember what the word I'm trying to think of, but like keep them a little more to their basic personality traits.
It's drunk time.
Yeah, I was about to say Dacius being the responsible drunk, Gander being overly righteous.
I did actually start to think about the irony of that, how, like, especially back when Dacius had, like, the caravan, how he was always the least fit to drive, but he was the one who was driving.
That's
like,
partly, yeah.
I mean, partly because he's the only one who knows how, but
you're right.
So, I don't get me wrong, this is fucking amazing, but
yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, like, just Nigel pretty much can stay the same. Like,
yeah,
he hasn't gotten deep like anyone else. Like, Lashana can go back to just being fully murder happy, and Athena can just be the worst.
Yeah,
there you go, without any real repercussion.
I think that joke campaign would be a bit more similar to our first one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, no, I remember we had this snake that played like fucking fantasy Call of Duty and shit, and he was stereotypical black guy.
That's right.
Where
did we find him? Wasn't it just like a random town?
Well, okay, I think he was guarding this tower. I think, and he started out as some undead creature, I believe, like a undead snake or something.
I remember that.
And then there was the one time that Dacius got drunk with the dragon.
Yes, I remember that.
Fucking Christ!
I remember that. I remember the demon that was the doorkeeper or the gatekeeper of the dragon.
God, I still remember that one poor guard. Guy.
We'll never. And, it's funny when you look back at that first campaign. You look at those characters, and then you look back at this campaign in those characters. You're like, are these the same characters?
Yeah.
Like, new Dragon Prism Lashana would not do that.
Yeah.
She might think about doing it. She might, like, chuckle to herself at the thought of doing it, but she wouldn't actually do it.
Yeah, and Dacius, as much of a drunk as he is, probably wouldn't have the nerve to fucking, try and convince a dragon to go for a drink.
And then there's Gander, who I don't even remember really what he was fully like in the first one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I really gave him much character.
I keep forgetting that Caleb and Emily were there. And Jacob. Jacob was in that.
Well, I mean, Xander and Jacob didn't do it. Like, I remember, the time I remember them being there was when we were going to, we were crossing the sea, and we fought the Atlanteans.
Yeah.
That's the only time I remember them being there. I do remember that Emily did a good bit.
Oh,
in that campaign. Emily was, yes, I did forget that she was part of that, but she was a big part.
I think she was one of the most serious characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, like, I can't remember what the backstory was, but if I remember right, it was something, like, pretty deep-ish.
Yeah.
At
least compared to the rest of ours.
Yeah, compared to the rest of ours. Because, again, if we compare literally anything from the first campaign to this one, there's no contest.
Yeah, no.
Like, just everything is better in this new one. It's so good. Anyway, again, great campaign. I gotta go.
I do too. I gotta fucking eat. I'm dying.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you in 5 centuries.
Yeah, hopefully not that long. Yeah.
Praise Allah.
See ya.
See you guys.